Yeah, exactly.
And then I just told Ryan, I was like, when the time is right, I will tell him how everyone feels.
Yeah.
And hopefully that gains some respect with Ryan. I think he does play off that. And I'll have another chat with him maybe tomorrow or something, but I just told Ryan, I was like, just don't be too comfortable. Make sure you talk to who you have to talk to and move forward from there.
Yeah, for sure. And let me guess, Johnny tried to pitch you again?
Yeah, about using the veto.
Using the veto on him?
Yeah. He just basically said he was kind of funny about it. It was like a 2-minute chat.
Yeah.
He's like, I didn't think I'd have an extra day. I thought the ceremony would be today, but I'd be silly if I didn't take a chance. It sucks because it makes me want to use it. But he's like, if you decided to, pull some sexy move and take Johnny Boy down, I'd be completely indebted to you and working with you and blah, blah, blah. He's like, but I understand you probably don't want to put up another person and create that fresh blood, but I'd be on your side or whatever.
Yeah, but the thing is you can't trust that he's on your side.
I know. I didn't tell him that.
Because he was on our side before, right?
I know. And I didn't tell him that. I just said,
yeah.
I was like, honestly, man, it's probably not going to happen, but I'm glad you came and talked to me.
At least you tried, right?
I like you, and yeah. Yeah, so that's where it is at the end of the day. So, yeah. But I think Paris and Ryan are pretty close.
Paris and Ryan are, yeah.
Yeah. We were just going...
I told you, Paris is like this with every single person in this house.
Yeah, we're going over options and stuff. And she's like, I really want to win. Oh, and she also brought up, because she came in here and I was like, yeah, I had a great chat with Will yesterday. He's talking, Final Four, me, you, Kaela, Paris, and Will. And I was like, I like the sounds of it. And she's like, yeah, totally. And we're just talking. And then we're just kind of talking. I was like, honestly, Paris, do what's best for your game at the end of the day. I was like, if you end up winning...
Remember when she was all for us?
Yeah.
Being like, I need to protect you. If he wants to put you up, let's get him out.
She was playing that a little. She's like, I don't know. She's like, I know, but I want to make sure, it's good for all of us. But I just keep, pushing that, play your game, that suits you the best, just to kind of see where she really,
Basically, she's trying to make sure that every single person here will bring her to Final Two if they win.
Yeah.
Because Ryan would bring Paris.
Oh, yeah. Completely. So that's why she would want to keep him around.
Yeah.
So yeah, the only thing that could F us is if Paris goes to Ryan and says, yeah, Dayla's targeting you. It doesn't matter, because we're not... Whether or not we strike some deal with Ryan or not, we're both still going to put each other up.
Yeah, exactly. No matter
I could bring
what.
Ryan in tomorrow and be like, have a great chat with him. Hey man, now it's just going to be, look what's left. Johnny goes home Thursday. There's only 2 big targets left in the house. Dayla and us. And I was like, I get that you probably want to put us up, but if you do, then you're the only one that's left. And everyone's going to be trying to get you out after we're gone. So we can either work together for as long as we can, or we can take each other out, and a couple floaters are going to win.
Yeah, exactly.
It's I could have that chat with him and get into that. But I guarantee next week, if he won, he'd put us up. Or if we won, we'd put him up. But I might just have the chat anyways.
Yeah.
But I just don't want to have it, and then he brings it to someone else and whatever. Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Honestly, it's just... As much as a kerfuffle you can get yourself in, it is what it is. We have to win. I feel really good with... Will and Paris are both telling me that, whether they're on the same page or not, and who knows, but they're both telling me they'd rather go further with us than Maddie. I don't know.
Which is funny because in the Maddie circle, Paris thinks we should, it's Paris, Maddie, you and me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It is, and we talked about that. And she's like, well, I'd rather get us 4 to the Final Four. Oh yeah, and she brought up again, and she's like, and I get, Allie and Liv, they're telling me one thing, and blah, 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 and you're telling me the other, and either you guys are pulling the wool over my eyes or what's going on.
That's what she said?
About, our Final Four, apparently, Allie and Liv. Yeah. And I was like, Paris, I just had this talk with Will last night. I was like, Allie and Liv are the last 2 people I want to go to the Final Four with. I was like, seriously, I was telling Will last night, if Liv or Allie made Final 2 and won the money, I'd fucking off myself. I want a player that's playing to win. I was like, I would rather bring one of the 4 of us and have a worse chance at winning the 100 grand, but at least there's 2 decent players in the end, and I at least make 20 and someone makes 100 that deserves it. And she's just like, yeah, like, you're right, I get it, like, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, I batted it down pretty hard.
So are people still telling her about the Final Four?
I don't know who is, but Will brought it up yesterday, and she brought it up today.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely Ryan, because Ryan's the one who told Allie that he thinks that we all have a Final Four.
Yeah.
And Johnny as well. Johnny knows we're all working together. Erica told him everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But all we can do is deny it. If they deny it, we deny it.
Yeah.
And that's why it, like, confirmed that, like, we made up that thing. Like, I was going to put Allie and Liv up if they didn't vote Erica out.
Like, I don't know. Let's say you did win HOH. Just between me and you, like, we have to pick a side. Which side do we pick? I don't know if it's Allie and Liv anymore.
It's really, we're going to pick the side that makes it fair.
I know.
But, like, are you confident that if one of the sides won, they wouldn't put us up? Because everyone was good with Erica, too.
I know. I am confident, which isn't good.
No.
It's such a good chat with Will.
If it's the triple and we don't win, one of us might go
I had the
up.
triple chat with Will. And he's like, absolutely, like, completely telling me there's zero chance he'd put us up, and if we were up, he'd try and win the veto to take us down. And I told him,
You can't win the veto to take us down. You can only take one
of us
down.
anyways. He just said, like, he didn't say me specifically. I mean, we've had that talk before anyways, I told you, so you know that. But he just was basically saying, and like I said, Johnny's going this week. I don't know what you're... like, I feel like I have Will, because Johnny leaves this Thursday, and I was like, I don't know what happened, you know, between you guys, or what kind of relationship you had. And he was like, well, basically closer than I thought for him to vote me out, that's for sure. And I was like, yeah. You know, he lied to you. And I was like, me and you have been good. Basically, and he actually brought that up. He's like, you know, me and you have been good the whole game. Like, we kind of danced around a little bit. But I was like, you know, Will, I've always trusted you since the start. I was like, you know, I'll be honest with you, like, Jesse was my boy in the first 3 weeks of the game, but I wanted to bring you in, and I did bring you in. It was me, you, and Jesse, because I always liked you too. I said, but Jesse's gone. He's been gone for fucking 20 whatever days. And I was like, Johnny's leaving this week, and I was like, I want you to be my guy. And he said the same thing right back to me. He's like, I'm so happy to hear that, man. He's like, I don't have, like, a guy. And I was like, this could be us.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, me and you, like, we can start winning. We can put everything on. And that's when he started bringing the Final Four pairs thing up. And he's like, yeah, like, the four of us, we can win comps, we can take people out. Like, I don't know. It is what it is. But I had, like, a fucking wicked chat with Will. I'll probably have another one with him. But it felt as good as it could.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. And he said, and he was telling me, like, he's basically saying that Maddie's good to keep around. He's like, Maddie kind of distanced herself from me the last couple of weeks. I'm not really sure why, but he's like, 100%. Maddie and Paris would vote to keep you guys around if you ever ended up on the walk or anything. And he's like, I would convince them to, because he wants to keep me in the game.
Yeah, but then does that mean he's gung-ho to go against Allie and Liv?
That's basically what he said. Targets-wise, he said, Allie, Liv, and Ryan.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. I either trust that and go with Will, or we go with Allie and Liv, and one side wins, one side loses.
Yeah.
There's a lot to me, because he's never thrown people under the bus before.
Yeah, true.
And we literally had an open chat about it, and he said, basically, it was just like, you know, Maddie's a good person to have on her side, but she's the kind of person that he would cut for us.
Yeah.
He's like, Maddie's a perfect number, but basically saying, like, she doesn't deserve to be a Final Two player, and, you know, he would rather cut Maddie and then work with us four because we're stronger, and he'd rather, you know, at least get close to the end with us, and then Final Four, so like,
if say the triple was this week,
yeah,
who would you want to go up? Because we'd have to pick three. Yeah.
I know. Like, I would honestly...
I would throw Ryan and then two more.
I know, and it's either going to be Allie and Liv, or, like, Will and Maddie, or Will and Paris. That's what we have to decide. Yeah. It's Ryan and 2 or 2.
Or it could be Ryan 1 and 1.
but then you ruin relationships with both sides.
But you can say that you have the votes to keep them.
Yeah, but you still put one person up from each side.
I know.
Doesn't matter if you have the votes or not. Yeah, and like both ways, I feel like Allie and Liv is good. We've trusted them from the start, but I feel like in the last 2 weeks with our HOHs, we've completely got Maddie and Will to trust us.
Mm-hmm.
And
The only
Paris
thing
keeps
is,
talking to
Maddie,
us.
Will, and Paris haven't won anything.
I know
And
they
they're
haven't.
gonna have them 3 to the end of the game no matter what.
That's where
So
I
we
don't
can't
know if
have
that's
all
true or
3
not.
of them here.
I don't know if Maddie, Will, and Paris are at the end of the game 3. I know you're confident that they are, but I don't know that they are.
I feel like that's almost people thinking like we're not a confident duo. And that we
How?
don't. I don't know. It's just like they've been literally like this since the start of the game. Like I think they're completely loyal to each other and willing to work with other people. But when it comes down to it, if they have their own and someone else on the block, they're going to choose their own.
Yeah.
It's almost like if you were up on the block and against one of them, are you confident that Will would save you over Maddie?
Getting there. So the same thing about Johnny and Maddie. Johnny fucking bawled his eyes out about Maddie, and now both of them are saying they want each other out of the game. I'm not saying to go with either side. I'm just saying.
We won't
I'm getting
really have
very
to make a
close.
decision until
I'm
like
getting
we
very-
win, right? Because if someone else wins, we can just play.
And there's different, like, and I guess it's game level and everything too. But he said the same, like, and Will said the same thing. He's like, if 2 of these floaters or something like end up in the final 2, I'll off myself.
But just a reminder, Will goes around saying, "I'm good with you. I got your back to the end to every single person."
I know he does.
So that's just what I'm like. Like Will kind of just says what you want to hear.
Yeah.
He's like a people pleaser. That's why. It's almost like I don't want him to like.
I'm a people pleaser too.
I know you're a people pleaser, but like you think about it in the right way
Yeah.
and try to use it. He just does it because that's what he does. It's almost like Hamza. He was just trying to be your buddy.
Mm-hmm.
But like obviously Will's not as savage as Hamza.
No, but it's not like, the thing that makes it feel more honest is it's not like he's pushing anything on me. It's not like he's hanging around me more, like trying to play pool or like, playing up that we're like super tight, like great buddies. Like we're just like the same, but game-wise closer.
Okay.
Do you know?
Yeah. No, it's good to have
So-
him closer than not close at all. So.
Yeah. I mean, that's obviously, it's not a decision that I'm going to have to make this week.
No, not at all.
Either you win HOH or one of the 2 sides.
Yeah, true. Worst case scenario, Ryan wins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then again, one of us will probably end up staying and we'll have to pick sides.
Yeah.
And there's always different, I'm sure you understand too, like close relationships between a guy and a girl and a guy can be different too.
Yeah.
Like I can get very bro close to Will and Maddie can't.
No.
So that's an advantage that I have. Even though they may be close or whatever throughout the game, he's never really said that to me anyways. He's opening up more, talking about her, and he just has said, like, people think we're closer than we are. Same thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Unless Maddie's playing some completely strategic, awesome, has people on her side game, but I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
It is where that is right now. And again, Will's adamant.
Yeah, just use it while you
wants
can.
he wants the 4 of us to sit down and talk and like make this final 4. So I don't know.
Yeah. I just hope it's not just because you're HOH, because he does it. He did the same thing with Erica, right?
Made a final with her.
Well, he's like buddy with whoever the crew. Well, he already knows he's a good pawn.
Yeah, I know.
And once Johnny's gone, if everyone's like, yay, get it Ryan, who's the best to sit beside Ryan anyway?
Mm-hmm.
Well.
True.
No, yeah, but just keep getting close to him because maybe he'll start winning randomly.
And again, who knows? Like, he may perfectly well want to throw another one because he feels good enough. But if he doesn't, and I don't do this.
Yeah. I just know that Will and Allie talk a lot.
Yeah, I know.
Only because Maddie told me that Will was pretty close to
Pretty sure I
Allie.
told Will that Allie's shady. Something along those lines.
Allie that what?
And again, like, Paris feels good with Ryan, but Will fucking hates him, so. I
Yeah,
don't know.
exactly. Is Will like...
And I say the same thing to both of them, like to Paris when she's sitting on the couch today. It's like, and at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Like, Johnny goes home, and if anyone in this house, like, considers working with Ryan, they're fucking stupid. And she's just like...
She's working with every single person.
I know she is. And I told the same thing to Will about Ryan. Just like, and if anyone would work with Ryan, they'd be dumb. Like...
Yeah. You get your ceremony tomorrow. Another day.
I'm gonna wear my black jeans, that black Under Armour t-shirt, and the orange toque.
You already got your outfit picked out?
Obs. I wonder if I should be or if I should continue to be an open, honest, trustworthy guy and just tell both of them tonight that I'm not using it.
Just tell them in the morning. See if they decide to say anything else tonight.